To go to bed or to go make friends? That is the question. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down 3 different types of schedules you are going to have throughout your college journey. And in each of them, I'm going to be telling you this is how you're going to answer the question. You're going to be set up for success, starting with a story. Think back to your freshman year, or you're currently in your freshman year. You are scattered among many people you've not met before, unless somehow you know all these people. I doubt it, but I didn't. And when I was put into a new room, a new pool with a bunch of people I've never met before, it was overwhelming in how many people you have to meet. It's crazy. And the names to memorize. Oh, too many. And the thing about when you start off your freshman year is your schedule is pretty loose, especially the first few days. You're gonna have like orientation stuff, maybe some syllabus, but overall you're extremely free. School hasn't really ramped up. So what do you do while you still have all this free time? Now here's what I decided. So for the first 3 days of my orientations, that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is the first day of school, which is today. The 4 days, or 3 days technically, I was up extremely late, hanging out with all these people, getting to put myself out there. Because the key is if you can sleep in, you can stay up. And I'm a big advocate to waking up early, but these people here in college, they do not go to sleep. So you're gonna have to put yourself out there, and I recommend doing it just at least during the weekends and during the orientation stuff, because dude, you can sleep in. And if you can't sleep in, then you're like me, because I got like 6 hours of sleep one of those nights. But that's fine, because once you go into a school day, that's when you can cut it off. You say no, which I had to do. I was offered by a friend. We watched White Chicks before, like the whole lobby got together, watched White Chicks. If you've never seen it, watch it. It's an amazing movie. And afterwards, I was offered, he was like, yo, Tyler, you want to go hang out in my room? I got some stories to tell you. I wanted to hear those stories so bad. But I knew I had to prioritize sleep because I had a 9 a.m. class in the morning. So if you have an early class, dude, you need to hit your 8 hours, because this is the first main lesson. Sleep is key. If you do not prioritize sleep, you're not going to prioritize your health. You're going to get sick more. You're going to be lazier. Not going to be able to cognitively function as well. If you have struggle sleeping, I'm really sorry, man or girl, but I'm just saying sleep is a priority for those other people. For you guys, you're the exception, and I hope you can figure out how to sleep better, because that's a struggle I could not imagine having to go through. I'm really sorry, man. But for the rest of us, go to bed, bro, because you should be grateful that you can go to sleep and get this as 8 hours. 8 hours is the minimum. Here's how the story ended. My friend, he invited me. I said no. But the next day, I just said, hey, I want to go grab lunch. Boom. We got to meet, talk about our lives, and it was an awesome time. You don't have to sacrifice your sleep in college. You just have to plan around it. Now, freshmen, once we get going, stuff's going to get a little bit more busy. And you might be in this stage currently. Now, let me tell you a story. I would spend hours doing my AP chemistry homework, mainly because it was busy work, but I was missing something really, really important, and that is called deep work. Deep work is the act of eliminating all distractions and focusing on the work. For instance, when I work, I block out all sounds. I have these earplugs, and I put on headphones over, but I do not chew nicotine. That's what Alex Hormozi does. No nicotine, just the earplugs and the headphones. It'll work wonders. You're not gonna hear anything. Don't listen to music, because music is a little distracting. If you need the motivation, sure, but you're just not gonna work as quickly. Quiet, no distractions, set a timer. I recommend one of these. Basically, you can flip it over. They're on Amazon. Just look up timer and you'll see one of these grids, and just lock in. Don't let anyone interrupt you. Focus on your work. Find a quiet area. Don't put yourself in a lobby area or a cafe, because you need to eliminate all distractions, pour all your focus into the work. So that way, something that might have taken you like 3 hours takes you instead like 1 hour. And with that new time, you can spend it to go socialize. That's how you solve the problem. Have I tried it yet? Not yet, but I'm like 95% sure it's gonna work. And if you wanna try it, please let me know if it works in the comments. Let's say we're nearing the end of the year. It's the end of the year, finals are coming, maybe midterms, but finals are coming. Things are gonna get busy. I already know. So in this time period, we have a strict schedule. And this is where I highly, highly, highly recommend getting involved in Google Calendar, or having some sort of organizable way to plan your time. Because if you don't plan your time will plan you. I don't think that phrase works, but basically what I'm trying to say is that if you don't have a set time for stuff, things are going to shift around. All of a sudden, we're going to have to cram at night, and we don't want to cram. I'm going to teach you how to, I'm I'm learning how to study better. I'm going to teach you this later on in a different video, so subscribe if you're interested in that. But basically, we need to figure out the question, how are we going to manage to hang out with people in this busy season? And this is where you actually just not going to have to hang out with people. You're just going to have to be more alone. But the key is if you plan your time out well, if you organize your calendar, all of that, then, only then, are you going to have a better shot at scheduling time to go hang out in the lobby or go meet up with a friend. Because if you're like, okay, I got like a 10-minute window, it's not going to kill me to hang out with my friend for 10 minutes. That's where you do it. Otherwise, you're going to hang out with your friends, and if you don't prioritize your work first, then you're going to be up late, and then you're not going to get sleep, which sleep is key. Remember that. And so you're going to have to plan stuff out. And if you don't have a planner, use Google Calendar, Google Calendar's the GOAT, MVP. I can make a video on it, but they make so many videos if you've never used the Google Calendar, and it's really simple. So that's what I recommend. My last recommendation is a question. What do you think about journaling? I'm curious because I've written so many of my life stories down, my thoughts, my ideas, anything, and I've done it over for like almost 5 years now. My question is, what's stopping you from journaling? And that's what one of the video on my face is. I'll just put it on my face so you'll know where to click it. Please subscribe, man. This is a small channel. Claim your spot now, because if you don't want to ever see me again, then dude, just hit it. It's super simple and it helps me out. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Godspeed.